Hi, uh, yesterday we ended up here in this looking after the Foreign Agriculture Service USDA data. So today we are going to look at the Pakistan Bureau of Statistics data uh, into my research. Okay, how this is going to get encoded. Acha, what happens here, when you pick up the data of PSMA to see how much of the sugar we have exported over the years and how we can reconcile it with actual exported data, sugar exported data. So what you do, you go to Pakistan Bureau of Statistics external data website, uh, uh, Pakistan Bureau of Statistics website, and you pull up data from there for external trade. So this is the place where you go, and from here you get the exports data for all the years, uh, starting from, let's say we want it from 2014 to 15. So you get a data by exports commodities for 16, 17, 18, 19, and from for the year 2023 to 2024, but not after that. We're probably because we are still here, and from 24 to 25, probably they'll still be compiling because this is 25th of September 25th, year 2025. I mean, now we have imports data over here. So I was thinking of compiling this data to see how much we are exporting and importing actually, the data that is getting recorded, right? So वो हमको is going to give us the clear picture कि PSMA में, let's say पाकिस्तान शुगर मिल्स में हमारे पास ये डेटा आ रहा है शुगर एक्सपोर्ट का कि we exporting this much of sugar, right? This much of molasses we are exporting in terms of metric tons and etc. And we are going to continue in a while. Hi, continuing again. So we were on this. From here, we are going to find the details of all the exports and imports. So we selected this last entry, exports by commodities and countries. Here we are going to find the data for sugarcane and the white crystalline. Okay, now thing is, and that this listing over here, this listing over here is this page. That this is called Pakistan Bureau of Statistics external data. Okay, so now one of the thing here is this sugarcane data of in export data we have in Pakistan Bureau of Statistics recorded that this is the amount quantity of sugarcane we are exporting in fiscal year 24 and fiscal year 23. But in PSMA, the local data that we have, we उसमें I did not find uh, any sugarcane export data. Perhaps I may have overlooked, but I really did not find it. So while in previous data they have separate category of exporting the sugarcane, which is over here. It's not easy to navigate this report, and you have to remember the pages so that you can find the data exactly. You have to find it once, and then you have to navigate. So here we are, page 103. Here we have sugarcane data, and this is for. अच्छा, the thing is कि in Pakistan Bureau of Statistics जो export data for commodity in country है, that is for fiscal year from July 2023 to June 2024. So this is for fiscal year 24, and from fiscal year July 2022 to June 2023. So this is for fiscal year 23. Fiscal year is financial year जिसमें data report होता है, but in sugarcane that is different. Sugar industry, that is different. So we are exporting sugar. This is the data for 24 fiscal year, and this is the data quantity for fiscal year 23. This is the quantity for fiscal year 24, and this is the price. As we have seen from above, यहाँ हर page पे entry नहीं है, so we cannot reconcile it. Uh, the headings in the same page. So this is the quantity for fiscal year 23, and this is the price for fiscal year 23 for the sugarcane, and these are the countries that we are exporting. Now coming to the sugar and matching that number with the PSMA, so we are going to find this, that is on page number 17, that I've already seen, so I'm just not going to waste much time over here. जो शुगर होती है नॉर्मल शुगर, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड वाइट क्रिस्टलाइन केन शुगर। यहाँ पे फिस्कल ईयर 24 में it is reported 33,101. Fiscal year 23 में this is reported 215. And the countries and the quantities and the amounts that we are exporting. Now what happens is when we come here and look at the data, कि white sugar जो है हम 24 में 33,000 metric tons export कर रहे थे, and for year 23 fiscal year we were exporting 215. जब यही data हम PSMA से reconcile करते हैं, so we don't get the same numbers. How? This is the annual year and this is the marketing year 23, right? So 23 में हमने 215,000 export किया, but here the amount is 172. 24 में हमने जो PSMA का data है 23 to 24, they have reported 200,000 sugar export, while the data of PBS says, Pakistan Bureau of Statistics says it is 33,000. So the idea is okay, why this is why there is so much difference. See here the data is 33,101. इतना difference कैसे है? So one of the points that I came to think of is because the PBS is reporting data in terms of fiscal year. So let's say I'll try to explain how this is all different. So fiscal year, this is this. हम रिकॉर्ड करते हैं 1 जुलाई 2014 से 30th June 2015. Marketing year we report from 1st October 2014 to 30th September 2015. So ये marketing year, and this is the calendar year. Calendar year we report data from 1st January 1st January 2015 to 31st December 2015. So this is called calendar year. Calendar year that you use for marking the events of the calendar, and you can say कि जितना भी एक ईयर में काम होता है that is recorded in the calendar years. Fiscal year you use for the financial year and recording the macroeconomic data, like और ये इसमें calendar year में you report the governmental data as well related to uh, that we have found here for government and macroeconomic data. So and the fiscal year you record all the financials. So the PSMA is using reporting years time for the sugar, that is understood. PBS is reporting numbers and the financial numbers for uh, macroeconomic and the financial data. So they are reporting the sugar export and quantity prices data according to this. While in calendar year, FAS USDA is recording the data for calendar year as well. So this explains the difference. Okay, why the data in PBS is different and why the data in PSMA is different. So this could be one of the reasons. So I now why this is important. This is important because when we reconcile the export data, it does not match with the local data. So the point of understanding here is thought provoking, or you can say, okay, we found a point. Okay, from here we can work on to make a unified portal, or a unified standardized, a dashboard, a web page or something, where we can have, a framework or policy for that. Okay, we are going to report this data for this number, for these numbers, and then we are going to make it official, and this number is going to be reported everywhere in every report. But and that needs to be properly thought of and worked on. So while doing this work, this this is how you find out the problems and the solutions. That you find out the problems and then you think over the solutions, how this is going to be. So this was about my exploratory research in sugarcane. Okay, so we have covered this all, and now why am I doing this? Pakistan matching this data, and what am I going to gain? My prime so this came out the secondary outcome कि हमें एक हमारे पास एक unified dashboard होना चाहिए where we have proper quantities, prices, to to come to a point where जहाँ पे हम different timings में काम ना कर रहे हो. We can work on different timings like fiscal year, calendar year, and the uh, marketing year, but we need to have a unified reporting date and the system, and to that should be reported across all platforms, so that बाद में जैसे अगर someone else, today I'm doing this research, someone else is going to come and they have to start it from the very beginning. So I think this shouldn't be this way. Just my opinion. So my idea, primary purpose, this came out to be secondary, problem from this while doing this. Primary purpose of looking at this data was, okay, to find out what countries are we exporting and how much and in what quantities, and how we can keep doing so in future. So my idea was, this is just for the year 2023 and 2024. So my idea was to map this data country wise, the amount quantities for all the years from 2014 2015 till date, so that I can map and analyze what countries we can export and how much quantities and when. So this was the idea. Thank you, and I'll continue here. uh, I'll just cover this next part in the next video from export publication. Thank you.